But like growing up, I was confused. I've had boyfriends though. You know what I mean? Like I've had boyfriends in my past. I never denied that. I had boyfriends, but it was always a part of me that just was like something that's different about me. Like it's hard for me to not look at a woman that's attractive and be like, I like her. Oh my gosh, I don't understand. Wow. Love, man. Love, man. Hello. Oh my. I mean, I know y'all see this video going around on the blogs or whatever.
Thought that I was dying when they see me with them yellow eyes. Surprise, motherfuckers, I'm alive. God wasn't finished with me. Got some more shit to do. Had to tell my side. Open scars was the interlude.
The case, somebody I, once upon a time was with.
Might as well call it surviving MA.
Posted me in the hospital at a vulnerable moment.
Worried about what happened, just be worried what I'm fit to do.
No, she's not a victim at all. Y'all can let her play in y'all face like she's a victim and all this kind of stuff. But like I said, this story has many characters, many people.
Yeah, what up, Ma? I know I've been a little kid, you know what I mean? Long story short, basically, just a small setback, you know what I mean, for just a comeback. Unfortunately, I made a lot of wrong decisions in my life. And, things started to come, catch up with you or whatever the case. So I just want y'all to know, besides all that, I'm actually doing much better. I've been getting well, I've been very much sober. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't want to go specifically into details because I really want to, bring y'all along my journey. So, besides, dropping some new music, of course, I'm also have a documentary with my story or whatever the case. So I can keep y'all in tune, catch y'all back up because I know y'all been wondering and all that. Yeah, I know I'm mysterious, I keep my personal problems to myself. But now it's time to, expand that and express that to y'all, so.
Even her own exes have their horror stories.
I know y'all see this video going around on the blogs or whatever the case. Somebody I, once upon a time was with, posted me in the hospital at a vulnerable moment. Something that I've owned already. It's been 2 years. That was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? I had an unfortunate situation in my life. And I got sick. I got really sick. Understand? It's not really too much to say on it. It's something I already spoke about. You feel me? I got a whole music video talking about it. Something I express in my music often. You know what I mean? I'm a human. We go through things. We make mistakes. You feel me? I just didn't expect this person to do that. But, it is what it is. I don't even know what to say. All I can do is let God handle it. So, basically to say, like, this is going to be one of MA summers. This is going to be one of those MA summers, I promise you. You know what I mean? So, stay tuned. Bear with me too, man, because, I know it be me, my fault. I love y'all, but things happen, unfortunately, but I got y'all back, man. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere, so. You feel me? All I can do is let God handle it. That's just been always my phrase, moving forward, just moving with God, man. I just feel like that was just so foul, though. You feel me? Like, that's just foul. I don't even know how a person can have the urge or willing to want to even do something like that. That just speaks a lot, and I just never knew this was her character. You feel me? Like, just never knew. But, people be people sometimes, and you just never know. And it is what it is. But this is something I've owned. Like, I'm not ashamed of this. This is real. You know what I'm saying? I went through a time in my life that I was real dark. But I'm good now. I'm very healthy. And my supporters know that. Big mob shit. You already know what it is, man. Open Scars on YouTube. And I'm dropping that link. I ain't ashamed of nothing. It says a lot about this person's character, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. You reap what you sow.
I put them 2 pictures that you always post on there.
This is so hard. This is hard.
You like it?
What? I love it.
All right, let's get into it. Let me just say this and say this now. I'm not laughing and smiling because of the situation, I'm just I laugh and smile at everything, to be honest. And I really don't be recording myself just talking, because I just feel like I'm talking to myself. So that's kind of like why it's kind of funny to me, because now I gotta do these videos. And I feel like I'm talking to myself because nobody's talking back. But let's just start from day one when we first met. Okay, when we first met, I was gonna say long story short, but this is a very long story because we have many characters, and yeah, we have characters. So what happened was, me and my homegirl was on our way to the shit show in Atlanta, and somebody had got killed on the freeway. So they had basically blocked off all the lanes, and we was in an Uber. So at this point, my homegirl was bored, and we just got out the car. She's like, let's just get out the car and turn up on the freeway. So we just got out the car, and we were just on live on Instagram and stuff like that. And like 3 lanes over, some boy got out his car, and he gets on live, and he's like, oh, it's an Instagram party, da-da-da-da. So yeah, we just, okay, cool, da-da-da. So then he's on FaceTime with somebody, but the whole time, as far as how I can see it, it was like a white woman. So I'm thinking it's like his baby moms or somebody. So he ends up coming, and he's like, I'm on FaceTime with my sister, MA. So that was around the time when people used to do them fake FaceTime calls and be acting like they're on the FaceTime with the person and really don't be. So I'm like, oh, you're hella corny. Like, I already caught on to that. I already seen those TikToks and those lives. And he's like, no, not really on there. So she's like, take her the phone, I'm really on there. So she's like, it's really me. So I'm like, okay, I still blew it off because like I don't like girls. So I'm just like, okay, that's cool. And so my homegirl, she like girls. So she's like, okay, we going with you. So he like, I got a bottle in the car. So we go to his car, you know, nowadays, all it takes is a little liquor to get a bitch, but no, don't be my friend. But basically, we went to his car, we was taking shots and stuff like that, and we was sitting on the freeway for like over an hour, so she ended up canceling the Uber ride, and by the time she canceled it, like, the police was letting people get off the freeway, so he was like, so what y'all doing? She's like, we going with you. And he's like, no, what y'all doing? She's like, we going with you. And he's like, I was going home. She said, well, we going with you. So then I'm just like, we going back on our Uber, we going to our show. And she canceled the Uber ride. Mind you, I didn't have Uber, I didn't have Lyft. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, she canceled the ride while we were on the freeway. So of course the man not gonna let us get back in his car. So now I'm telling a friend, I'm like, can you just drive us off of an exit and we could call an Uber to come pick us up off the exit? So we end up, he just like, let me call my sis, we gonna pull up over there. So we end up pulling up over there to her apartment, and she comes out, you know, we talking, we chilling. You know, all reality, her and my friend was really supposed to be the ones together because I feel like I'm pulling them. And I feel like all my girlies, all my friends need somebody. So I'm like, yeah, you like girls, you know what to do with a girl, you get on that. Long story short, it didn't happen that way. And she had told me, like, what if I told you I want you? And I'm like, well, my friend wants you. And he's like, she's like, what if I told you I want you? And I'm like, well, you know me, I'm still gonna put my bitches on. Because I don't deal with girls. I like to have fun with girls, but not dating a girl because I'm a girl too. And I can only argue with you for a certain amount of time before I want to fight. So I just knew I wasn't supposed to be dating a girl. So I'm still trying to put this on. I'm like, yeah, both of us. And she's like, no, I just want you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Somebody got to take one for the team. I'll take for the team. So, okay, we started hanging out a lot. 4th of July comes, and the same home. Okay, so basically, no. So we went to the club that night. That's where she was telling me that. And then after the club, we went to, I want to say it was the owner's apartment, and we was hanging out. Me and her was on the balcony, you know, we was talking, you know, kissing, you know, just flirting, you know, stuff like that. And damn, I don't know if I can tell this part, because if I tell this part, I gotta tell about the allegations. Okay, so y'all, we gonna pause it right here because, like I said, I don't want to tell no story with no facts and no proof because I'm not gonna try to ruin somebody's character. That's not what I'm here for. I'm really just telling my story of my breakup and like how we met and how we just ended, so that way like people could stop saying I was using her, I wasn't genuine, and, you know, stuff like that. Because once y'all hear this whole story, it never gave I used somebody, and I was genuine the whole time. But it's a little bump right here in this story to where I can't go on into the next story because of what happened that night at the apartment. So, and like I said, we don't tell lies. Anything I'm talking about, I got proof behind. And even if I know it's true, if I don't have proof, we're not gonna speak on it. So, it happened to my friend. So, I'm gonna have to get the screenshots and stuff from her first. I gotta see if she still has that conversation from that night and stuff like that before I talk about it. Because if she don't have the screenshots no more, then we could just skip that part and go on. But we need that part.
Broke up with depression, let go my anxiety, turn my back on the devil and neglect the society. Facing reality, accepting the pain inside of me, no more judging my honesty. No more judging my honesty. Recovery on velocity. The liquor wasn't hiding my pain, it was hiding me. Looking at life like, why would you lie to me? Like, why would you lie to me? Spirit cracked, heart broke, my love was on modesty. Decay in my quality, decreasing my quantity. Catching up to my truth, finally meeting my prophecy.